Take two. This is the second attempt at the blog because my first video blog because somebody right here decided to walk across the keyboard after 2 minutes. Hi, this is my first attempt at a video blog and I'm not alone. I have a little co-host. For those of you who haven't been following on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, what's been happening in the past less than 24 hours, is we have a new addition to our family. Adam was settling in to watch Real Time with Bill Maher last night, and the door was open and he heard a mewing. So he went to investigate, and he went across the street to where we have a house that's just been refurbished, but has been abandoned for over a year since we've lived here. And sitting on a concrete fence by it was this little cat. So we got food, because that's what we do when cats come anywhere near our house, is we give them food. Which I'm sure I have people who are going to be like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you'll build cat colonies and stuff. And we don't do it all the time, okay? It's just if a hungry cat is near us, we give it food. So at first you couldn't even see her, because she was so black. But then this little tiny thing, which we thought was a kitten, this little kitten-sized cat comes up and chows down the food and is incredibly sweet and starts rubbing on him and is very friendly. So he's looking around to see if it's somebody's cat. And she just kind of seems, little and malnourished and all this stuff. So he thinks, maybe I should take care of her. So he went and got a towel and came back and just picked her up, and she didn't react at all, which I don't know if anybody ever tried to pick up a stray cat. Adam and I, in our experience, have a few times tried to save cats. Usually they freak out. She did not. She kind of fidgeted, but she didn't scratch or do anything. So he brought her into our house and into our bathroom and fed her, and then called me at knitting and said, I have a kitten in our bathroom and she seems malnourished, and I hope I'm doing the right thing. And I said, I think you're doing the right thing. And so I came home and met that little girl right there. So she's really sweet. If anybody out there's ever had a feral cat or any kind of shelter cat before, you know that they take warming up. This is a cat I've had for, again, 24 hours now, and she's doing that with me. Yes, it's a computer. So interesting. So yeah, she snuggled right up to me last night. And Adam, we moved her into our guest bedroom, which is where I am right now. Here's the bed, but then we have boxes all along here, blocking off, so she can't get under the bed and hide, like cats do. So yes, I did a fantastic job blocking off the bed, if I do say so myself. Adam slept in here with her last night. I slept with the other kitties, who are, of course, been very curious about this little intruder. Yeah. So then we, luckily our vet is open on the weekends, so we just kind of ran over there. They're walking distance from our house. So we ran over there when they opened and said, please put us in. So I took her to the vet, and as you can see if you look at her, look at this little cat. I mean, she's long, but she's tiny. She's tiny. So we naturally assumed she was a kitten. Yeah, the vet looked at her teeth and said, she has adult teeth and tartar buildup. She's somewhere between 2 and 5. This little thing is between 2 and 5. So she's actually a grown-up cat, apparently. I have no idea. She's a grown-up cat. She does not have feline leukemia or feline AIDS, which is good. She's probably hasn't been spayed, so we're gonna have to get that done. Spay and neuter your pets. I am not. I have experience with animals. I grew up in a house that one time had 11 pets. 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 birds, 3 fish, guinea pig, and turtle. 11 pets. I've grown up in a house with animals. They've always been spayed and neutered. I have never dealt with a cat in heat or a dog in heat, and I don't plan on it. So, as soon as she gets the all clear, she's gonna get her little tubes tied. The doctor couldn't feel any kind of scar on her abdomen. Yeah, drink some water. We got her vaccinated. We got her flea treatment. Already, since we got her, her fur is incredibly soft. Like, it was really dirty and dusty and dandruffy. And even though I have cats, like, I've noticed as I get older, I even have like a little bit of more of an allergic reaction to cats. You know, like sometimes if I like rub my eye or something after touching one of our cats, it'll swell up because I'll get dander in my eye or something. Or sometimes if they're just extra, you know, dirty or dandery or something, I'll get like a stuffy nose and everything else. So last night it was really, it was, I had to take a Zyrtec because it was, you know, you can tell I'm even a little sniffy now because she's in a room without really any kind of ventilation. But I mean, just in the past few, 24 hours, her coat is so like it's silky and soft and not, kind of grimy or mangy, and that's just from grooming. We haven't washed her or anything else. It's just from her grooming herself, which is kind of incredible if you think about it. Like, how amazing are cats that they just get comfortable enough and they're gonna be strafed. So anyway, so she's 2 or 5. Cats are, what I've discovered as being a cat owner of 2 other cats is vets know very little about cats. So, yeah. So the vet said, it's like, well, once their adult teeth come in, you can't really tell how old they are. They could be anywhere from 3 to 5. She can be anywhere from 2 to 5 years old. She weighs 7 pounds and some amount of ounces. She's light as a little feather, as I don't know if you could tell when I was picking her up and slinging her around. No microchip. No microchip on her. They scanned her twice, so, it's official. Nobody owns her. She's ours. She is she's just a tortie with all sorts of marbly colors and no camera. Adam called her something today in the vet's office, which somehow really stuck with me. He called her Pipsqueak, and then I think he said Pip, or like she's a Pipsqueak, she's a little Pip. And I was like, Pip. And then I've been thinking more about it because Adam thinks that sounds like a little British boy's name. Probably because of Great Expectations. It's like, oh, hello, my name's Pip. Which is true. But I don't know, I've been thinking, and I kind of like calling her, I've kind of taken to calling her Pippa. I mean, I do it a little intermittently because you never want to, naming an animal is tricky. But I haven't really consulted Adam on this because he was like, I don't know about Pip, and I'm like, I kind of do. Yeah, so calling her Pippa seems to fit for some reason with her. And I don't know why, it just delights me to just look at her and call her Pippa Middleton. Which is silly. Pip. Little Pippa. I don't know, but there's something... I think she might be a Pippa.